How do periods work? Do you want to take this one?
No.
I'm just going through
10,
the questions.
9,
Hang on, Jesus
8,
Christ,
7,
Tilly,
Bro's got a timer on him.
you're the worst.
4,
3,
3,
Hang on.
2,
1.
1.
Okay, I got it.
And we're
rolling.
live.
Okay,
What
I
did
thought
you
we were
say?
gonna
Rolling.
I thought we were gonna go for the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie,
Idiot.
hers made more sense.
It did, yeah, we're not live. But we're here. The Max and Harvey podcast. No, sorry, 13 again.
You've been cancelled.
with Tilly, and we've
That's not
moved.
how that works.
What? Yeah, no, she hasn't been cancelled.
Can we get her cancelled?
We could.
I
What do
bet
you want
we
to be
could-
cancelled for?
We could run a campaign for Tilly to be cancelled.
Campaign? Is that how that works?
Yeah. It's like how not to get political, but like how all of the other politicians just go, oh well, they did this, so no thanks.
I heard
Voting
Tilly.
tomorrow, the 4th of July.
I heard Tilly kicks toddlers.
Yes, she does. She actually she locks onto them when she sees them, even if they're across the road, even if there's busy traffic. She's like, oh my god, needs kicking.
Is that true?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hashtag Tilly kicks toddlers. Get it out there. Spread the word. We've got to
And
get
you
it.
may be asking, Tilly, why is your hair wet?
I don't think
I don't think
anyone asked
literally
that.
no one cared.
I don't think someone opened up
Okay,
this
well.
podcast
Not
and went,
one person probably thought. I mean, it's not even. You've lied.
Sorry, we should not be laying into it this early on.
Actually, one of the first questions that someone asked was,
And it's basically because
can you ask
on
Tilly who?
Wednesdays, I have greasy hair, so I do a slick back with mousse. So I have to come back and wash my hair and get all the mousse out. And today, we've had how many people in our house that had a shower? How many? Someone count. Because I got home and there was no hot water, everybody. Okay?
Energy does not equal interesting.
I'm going to stop this,
Okay.
right? We're clearly out of sync.
Yes.
This has been appalling. We need to do some sort of team building exercise. I understand that we've moved. I understand that it's stressful. But let's get back into proper podcasting, right? What can we do together that's going to get us back in sync? Some sort of warm-up exercise,
No.
vocals.
Rock, paper,
Nope.
scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Will that get us back in sync? All right, you two have a quick rock, paper, scissors.
I guess we just
Rock.
use one hand. I need the other hand.
Yeah, well
Make
done,
sure you're still in
Sherlock.
frame.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay, tell you one, right?
Damn.
Me
feel-
and
I
Harvey,
feel
I
defeated.
always lose this. I don't even like playing rock, paper, scissors with him. What are you not going to go for?
I'll tell you what to go for.
Do you know what I just got?
What's even funnier is that I think I know what she said.
I don't know what she said, so I'm freeballing.
Okay.
Right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's a twin energy. It's a twin energy, everyone.
All right.
What's really funny about that is that of all the time. Yeah, so I have this thing where I kind of know how to beat someone at rock paper scissors, but it doesn't work every time. That gave me so much information about what you were gonna do. So I knew
Some people going to pattern.
I
You
could
did
tell
rock,
that you were
rock,
genuinely
scissors,
terrified to
rock.
throw paper, and that was something you were not going to do. So I used that as like,
Yeah.
okay, I know when to get
Yeah.
him.
Why paper's so scary?
I don't know. It feels like the worst one. So yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
because
no
you went
sense.
rock, rock, scissors, scissors. Then you went rock again, and then the second time you went rock, he got you.
Just
I'm
cut
almost
that from the
over here.
podcast.
Stop! I'm
It's
just
alright,
gonna
Tim.
leave in a minute.
You get back into your groove, you'll be absolutely fine. I understand that you're stressed, that you're sat in a different place, but it's
I
okay.
just don't like that I'm sat here.
Things
we should all
change.
stick. I hate change.
You don't like change.
I
No.
paid the cameraman.
What's wrong with change?
Everything should just stay the same.
People used to be. No, I can't say that.
What were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter. I got my harmonica back, my Supreme harmonica.
I
It was
heard.
lost for years. Literally had no idea where it was. Went and got the car service the other day, and look what turned up.
We tried to hide it.
Yep. Oh, other way. Wait. No, first time.
Why?
It doesn't work as a necklace.
No,
it's not.
yeah. It does.
It's,
It's kind of cool as a necklace.
it's a
though.
mini harmonica though, and I need a longer necklace apparently.
Right, I have a question for you two. It's very rogue, but I do genuinely want to know what your thoughts are on this. Would you rather go to jail for a year of your life or lose a year off of your life?
Same thing, isn't it?
Not quite.
It depends, because if the jail situation would then affect like my ability to do things after getting out.
That is a good point. Do you know
You
what?
make connections in
I will
jail.
throw in, to make it a little bit easier, the bonus of has no effect. You're just going.
Yeah,
to
I'm going
jail.
in. I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm going to
You
jail.
make
Yeah.
connections in jail.
Said like a person who is a veteran.
Whoa.
Of being in jail. What kind of connections are you making?
I don't know. I've not been. I just know like.
Did you hear
make
that line
connections.
somewhere and thought this will be cool to say right now?
No.
Or do you genuinely know that?
No, like you make connections. Like
Yeah.
you can either. Well, it depends what you're like, I guess, because you might not make connections. You might make bad connections.
What kind of connection would you hope to make from an experience in jail?
You know, if you need someone to do something for you, and you just
Awesome.
ring that person up.
Like a hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or what else? Like
Like, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but like if you make a friend or you make lots of friends and you need something from someone, just can't say what it is.
No, see, I want to go deeper on that. What is jail to you? How do you perceive jail? What do you think would happen
I
in
don't
an
know what
experience
perceive
of
means.
what is your, in this little head right here, when you think jail, what do you picture?
Like people in cells,
Mm-hmm.
not very nice food.
what? But like okay food or?
Yeah, like I don't know, like mushy food, kind of.
Mm.
Like you know when like you see in movies like really bad dinner ladies food, like that.
Yeah.
Fights.
Classic.
I don't really know. Because, like, when we were in geography and we were doing crime, we watched a documentary on that.
That might have been with our good friend Raphael Rowe, potentially.
No, I doubt it.
No?
I doubt it.
I mean, he is literally the pioneer.
yeah,
of...
but she'd have a way worse idea of what jail was if she'd have watched that.
yeah, that's a good point.
But
But they're all very different.
I want to paint the picture for a second for you. A fight's broken out. You're in jail. Someone stole someone else's pita bread, because that's probably, I don't know, that might have been the
Because
carb.
in the thing that we watched, you actually, if you have money, you can, like, buy stuff. Like, people will go and do a daily shop. And you can get...
Was I not just saying something?
No, because you like pita bread and you looked at him funny, so I was just saying that could actually be a thing.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, so anyway, my point being, the fight's broken out. Someone's stolen someone's pita bread. You're right. You're right there. It's happening in front of you. What do you do?
Walk away.
Okay, that was boring. Go
What do you want me to do? Grab their hair, rip them apart, tell them to not fight.
You shan't.
See,
Stop it right there.
I'll answer this one because I am very much not a fighter. However, I am not one to walk away.
You're
either.
not a fighter. Hold on.
What?
No,
So primary school, you just lied to me about
Well,
then.
no, yeah, but I was just a
Right.
weird kid. Like, I've not grown up and been like, right, who's next? It's just I don't prefer to be in those types of situations. It's my personal preference. However, if I'm seeing something, I mean, in London, plenty of times we've seen loads of altercations and various things happen. The majority of the time, me and Harvey do not walk away.
We gravitate towards it.
We do gravitate towards it to be like, can we help?
Yeah.
And it is always from a place of like, is this something we'd be able to resolve? If there are like heavy weapons involved, then yeah, you're a bit of an idiot if you sort of launch yourself at it. If someone is in clear harm's way and you would be able to save them from that, then I would go and do that.
But there was a guy recently that was absolutely battering someone
looking
else with a sign.
I don't know if this is just a thing, but when you're talking, your ears like moving up and down,
I get that all
and
the
it's
time.
freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, my ears move when I talk.
Because when teachers used to be like, "Oh, look at me! I might move my ears." You could actually do
Sorry,
that.
what is that a thing?
Did you wait?
Can you not move your ears, bruv? No, they're not going, to be fair.
You don't have 100% access to the muscles in your body. That's embarrassing.
That is kind of embarrassing. We have digressed so much.
All I was going to say was that because to your point of gravitating towards people fighting, there was one time where we were walking past down by Piccadilly Circus, and there was a guy absolutely battering someone else with a sign, and it had become quite obvious that the guy battering the other guy had been a victim of either some sort of, it might have been racist or it might have just been an altercation. We weren't really sure. But a guy who was being very mouthy, basically, who deserved to be struck with a sign, was. And then the guy who'd done that had dropped his bike. So we kind of went, oh, let's pick his bike up for him and just brought it back over to him and went, hope you're all right, mate. And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. That guy just deserved that. We went, okay.
Well, no, so he pushed him off
sorry.
his bike.
That was
the
it.
point.
Yeah. The guy pushed him off his bike, yeah.
Wait. Who pushed who off the bike?
The older gentleman had pushed the other guy off of his bike.
No, but which one? No. You have to use the sign hitting one and the one being hit by
The sign hitter, the guy holding a sign and hitting a man, had been pushed off of his bike.
Right.
And I think he was
Oh, I
literally just
see.
riding along, and the guy wasn't happy with him riding his bike near him, kind
Yeah.
of thing. So he pushed him off of his bike.
Where did
And
you get
then-
the sign from? Did you just rip it out
Bro
from
just
somewhere?
picked
It was a
up
road
off the
sign.
floor. Yeah, it was just a road sign. It was phenomenal to watch. It was actually quite exciting. I was like, I mean, fair enough. And this was the thing, he wasn't going to do horrific damage with the sign, though probably not. Don't pick up signs and beat your friends with them. But that's
Great
not
role models we are.
That's not the message to learn from this. But yeah, we did sort of try and, diffuse as best we could without getting too involved in that scenario. But yeah, that's my outlook on fights.
Now, we said, and this is the title of this podcast, we said we'd answer some people's questions. So we did. We put out a little thing on our Instagram story. If you saw it, you sent in a question. Thank you for that. We're not going to answer all of them because there's a lot. But there are some good ones. So I'm going to go and find in. Oh gosh, good start. The first one, it's an easy one. It's from Dragon Lily 200. And they ask, what's your favorite Disney movie? Very easy.
Right,
Well, I say
okay.
easy. It's actually quite tricky, but I'm probably gonna say Ratatouille. I think.
Yeah, I watched it because I'd never watched it the whole way through, and I watched it the whole way through with Mum, and I was like, "That's my new favorite movie.
Really?
I love it. It was so good."
That, or to be honest, I watched Turning Red again the other day, and that is a really good film.
Turning Red's good, but I feel like I want something classic.
Yeah. I guess to some people, Ratatouille is not classic, but it's a little bit more classic than Turning
Yeah.
Red.
I mean, it's quite classic to be in the Disney
When
theme
did
park.
Ratatouille come out? Well, yeah. I think it might have been like 2005 or something.
Yeah,
actually.
well,
Or 2007.
It came out before I was born, so to me, it's classic.
Fair enough. That is valid.
I always can't remember Disney films, and it really
I also like
stresses me out.
Frozen because Frozen was my favorite as a kid, so I feel like it will kind of stick with me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I'm trying to think of a really funny one, but I can't.
Well, because Disney's not really known for that, are they?
You quite like Incredibles 2.
Two? Why two
Yes,
specifically?
all right.
Well, 2 is definitely better than the first one.
I
can't
don't.
remember either.
Oh no! Do you know what? Yeah, why not? I'll go for that. That's my favorite.
There you go. I just decided Max's favourite Disney
There you
film.
go.
Moving on. Tilly, do you wish you ever had a sister from Katie McDonald? Do you ever wish you had a sister?
I do and I don't because. What?
I'm not doing well with the English language
Yeah,
today.
I was so confused there. I was like, "Do you have a sister from Katie?"
Do you ever wish you ever... Well, do you ever wish you had a sister?
I do and I don't. Like I just said, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, a lot.
Because I always did, but people like Rachel, she's kind of like my older sister.
My friend
And, like,
Rachel.
Yeah, and yeah, some of your friends are just like my older sisters, and Isabel's even like my older sister.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've never really needed one to live with me. Do you know what I mean?
That's valid. I think you'd tear each other's hair out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because oh my god, if you had a sister, if we had another sister that was the same level of carnage and sass as you, I don't think at least one of you would be alive.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be the alive one though.
That's a
I'm
bold
sure
thing for you
you'd
to say.
that, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
Okay. Complication Mills asks, "What's the worst birthday you've ever had?"
Oh, I can't remember which birthday it was.
I know ours.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got one?
Yeah.
Okay, you go
I
first.
can't remember what age I was turning, but I don't know. Okay, this might not have been on my birthday, but it was a birthday party. And there was someone, names shan't be named, who just kept crying and saying that I was doing things that I wasn't, that they were being left out, which they were not.
Ooh,
But I feel like they may have just wanted a bit of attention
drama.
at my party.
How recent is this?
No, not recent.
Okay.
Not recent at all.
Oh,
Because my last few birthdays have been good, especially party-wise.
that's good.
But yeah, it just ruined it for me because then Mum made me go and apologise for something I didn't do.
Yikes.
On your birthday.
Yeah, and I was just really cross because it just ruined it.
How old were you roughly?
Probably like 5 or 6.
Oh my! How do you remember
'Cause-
that?
Damn.
That's how cross I was. I was fuming
Wow,
as like a 5 or 6-year-old.
brilliant.
Because I remember Leo was still at like St George's and he wasn't in like that high of a year.
Yeah. Well, I know what mine and Max's is because it literally lives to haunt us to this day. I mean, we're fine now. We're not traumatized anymore. But my God, were we for some years. We, on our 6th birthday, weirdly, that it falls on a similar time.
And actually, yeah, we can both remember this, so
Yeah.
it does make a lot of sense.
It is bizarre. We were taken to the London Dungeon for our 6th birthday
6.
because Sarah, our mother, thought it would be absolutely hilarious. And not only did she take us to the London Dungeon, Paul tells us this. I don't actually remember this vividly. I remember being terrified while there and that we were screaming and crying and close to throwing up. And actually, we got to the end of the experience and had to leave because at the end there's like a tiny ride, which I love roller coasters and rides and everything. And now going through it, I'd have been like, brilliant. But back then it was like, oh no, you're going to the bit where they hang you or whatever, and it's an actual thing. You like sit in a drop seat ride and it drops down and it's like you're being hanged, and it's like we genuinely thought we were going to die. No, it's hanged.
Really?
Yeah, sorry.
Hanged?
Yeah, get to know.
That's a word.
Uh-huh. So anyway, before I was
Wait, is hung not a word then?
dude, I'm gonna throw you.
Sorry.
So anyway,
Hung is a word, it's just very different.
yes. Anyway, we sorry, Dobby. we were told by Paul that throughout the experience and before the experience, Sarah was saying, yeah, if you scream too loud or if you misbehave, they're going to kill you. And we were just like terrified.
just riling us
She
up.
genuinely enjoyed messing with us and like telling, and even like we'd go for birthday parties or to celebrate our birthday or whatever, or even just for fun, we'd go to Blackpool where they had like pirate restaurants and like all this sort of stuff. And again, in the restaurants to get us to behave and to get us to absolutely sit there in silence. Sarah would tell us, if you misbehave or if you're too loud, the pirates will take you up to the attic or the what I don't even know what she called it, and they'll lock you up there forever and they'll never let you out. And we were just terrified of all of these places because of Sarah.
The best part about the London Dungeons was Leo was there too. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
But he was only about like 3 years
was
old or
2
so.
or
Yeah,
3.
2 or
Yeah,
3. But he was just in a stroller having the best time. And I remember I looked over at Leo, I was like, why isn't he scared? And he was like, at all the sort of like clowns and stuff that were in the mirror maze. And there are very vivid like visions that I have of that. And I've got a terrible memory as it is, but that one event I do remember very well from my childhood, and it did scar me. So thanks, Mum.
And then you asked me how I could remember.
Well, yes, because ours was like genuinely.
Oh, and then to top it off, we went to the goddamn Rainforest Cafe for
Yeah,
dinner. The worst place in the world. Sorry, don't care. Don't even want a brand deal. They are the worst. It is
Wow.
just not good,
That's
and I
bold.
didn't enjoy myself. Bad birthday.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Right, we'll move on to the next question, which is from Eloise Smith. And it's, what is the most annoying thing that people ask on live streams?
Where's Tilly? Where's Tilly? Tilly? Tilly?
Will be-
Where's Tilly?
All right, please stop.
She's not here! If she's not on the live stream, she's not here. It's either too late or she's busy. Grow the up.
Oh.
Sorry, that was too aggressive. I took it to
No,
a bad
because
place.
the thing is, Max will be like, "Oh, can you do live stream?" "Oh no, sorry. How about tomorrow?" "Yeah, I'm free tomorrow." "Tomorrow? No, I don't want to do one." Or "No, I can't do one." Or "No."
Well, I think-
And then the day after, I have something to do, or he does it too late, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we're going to be opening the packages."
I think
yeah, we
people
did do that without you.
people don't realize
Did I get
that
anything?
I actually got something that he stole from me. If it makes you feel
Because
any
I
better.
guessed what was in there.
Apparently, we found out that there was a box of Lego that was meant to be for me, and Max went, "Well, I guessed it was going to be in there, so it's mine." And I was like, "Well, at the time, I didn't know it was for me, so I just conceded." But I was pretty devastated afterwards. But where was I going with that? What were we talking about?
Probably my age.
Oh, yeah, no. What people don't realize about why you're not on the live streams is that, you know, we obviously do them anyway. We're always live. We're doing random stuff. You come in and it's like this is why we're doing this podcast, is because people love the three of us interacting. But frankly, if you were to sit on your own on a live stream, I think people would quite quickly realize it's like, no. There's an element to this, because even if I would sit on my own on a live stream, it'd be nowhere near as interesting. If Max was to sit on his own on a live stream, nowhere
Everyone
near
would
as
love it.
interesting. What?
I think
No.
everyone would actually really enjoy if I was on a live stream on my own, just so you know, but it's fine. Like when you left me, everyone was loving
Yeah,
it.
got us banned.
He got us banned, not me.
Your stomach's out. Yeah, you put that away.
Thanks.
That was such a childish thing to say.
Well,
That
to
was
be fair, I
like-
needed to know because this shirt does ride up a little bit.
That was
but-
something like a 5-year-old would
just
say.
punch Zoom on his face because I made him go
Your
red.
stomach
yeah,
show.
thanks for that. To be honest, and you know what's really weird? Have I gone red? Because this time I can't feel it.
Yeah.
Like, usually I can feel
A
it.
little bit.
Okay, now I can feel it.
But like that was such a your stomach show. Like
really
that's such
wanted
a
to
5-year-old thing.
bring it up in that way.
I shouldn't sit back like this. I've learnt my lesson.
And do you know what the funniest thing about it is? Because I know Harvey obviously really well. A lot of people don't care if they're sat there sort of with their stomach riding slightly up. No, their t-shirt riding slightly up their stomach. Sorry.
well, I think everyone cares
Or-
to a certain degree.
well, to a certain
But
degree.
I really care.
But I was even watching this is really random. I was watching a Sidemen video the other day that Jedward were in, and one of their butt cracks were hanging out, and I was like, did someone not want to tell them?
No, that was made evident that someone didn't want to tell them. That was literally the joke that they
I
kept
suppose
making.
they did zoom in on it, yeah, but
And then
still.
did you not see the bit after where they kept making like jokes where they were saying the word crack and like trying to get the word like
Oh, I must have
crevice
missed that.
into sentences and stuff?
I
yeah.
must have missed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the point I was making is like that is the word. Like me and Harvey hate that kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
if seeing it on other people, it's like, just pull up. Yeah, just
I'm
stop.
gonna
Wait,
tuck my shirt
on that
in now.
note, what do you think about sagging? You know how people like sag?
Could you be more specific?
Be a little
Like their
bit
trousers.
more specific.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's just unnecessary, really.
I hate it. It's like a big pet peeve for me. And you know what? Leo does it.
I don't. So
And I hate it.
here's my opinion. I don't think there's any need for anything except like the top elastic band of your boxers or whatever you're wearing to be out, because obviously that top bit, it's like tight to your waist, but then your trousers sometimes aren't, so that'll sort of peek over. But as soon as it goes like further down to the point where your ass is hanging out, it's like why does anyone
Leo
need
doesn't
to
do
see
it that bad, but he still does it quite badly.
He thinks he's cool and he's not.
And it really deeply upsets me. I didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
It was my age. Everyone's always asking. And then people will tell them in the comments. And they kind of almost want to say, oh, I'll hear it for them. And they're like, what's your age? What's your age? How old is she? And people will literally be like tagging them going, oh, 13. But it's almost like they want to hear it from me. From my mouth.
I mean, that's kind of the idea, yeah. People like having their comment responded to.
But like...
But also there's
just
some
an
weirdos
age.
out there.
Well, maybe, but I think most people are just want to know how old she is. Like,
But if
not
someone's
for a weird
telling
reason.
them...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely naive to that idea, but like,
We've seen the comments.
well, some. Okay, should we move on?
Yeah.
Next question from Marvi, Argentina. In which musical and which? Okay, wait. Yeah.
My God, did you read any of these?
No, I did, but everyone's worded them slightly weirdly, so I'm trying to make them
Oh,
more
stop blaming everyone else.
Right. I
Here
blame,
goes
I
the
blame
blaming
Marby
game.
Argentina. Okay, in which musical and which character would you like to be? So which character in which musical would you
I've
like to
got
be, basically?
2.
I think me and Harvey might potentially say the same one.
Oh, maybe. I
I've got-
hadn't even really given it much thought, but
I got one that came to mind straight away just because it is a character that I know I'd be able to play,
I've
and
got
it's in my
3.
register as well. There is another one though. Go on, you go first, Tills.
I've got 3.
I actually don't know what you're going to say.
First one,
I might.
Matilda from Matilda.
Okay.
Second one, Lydia from Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Nice.
And oh god, I don't know her name. The girl that sings Requiem.
Zoe.
Zoe. I forgot.
Well, you're out for Matilda,
I know.
so unless they do some sort of weird mutant Matilda.
There's a chance for the other ones. You know, by the time Beetlejuice comes over here, if it ever does, you might be in luck. Because they'd probably be
Hopefully.
looking at sort of a 16 to 20-year-old kind of thing.
Might come over a bit sooner than that. I don't know.
Maybe. Doubt
Actually, I
it.
don't know. See what happens, I guess.
I'm rooting for it.
So what was your answer?
My first one that came to mind would have been Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
From Beetlejuice.
I would also like to.
But the other one that's actually really good for my register is Evan from Evan Hansen.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'd be able to act that role as well as I would Beetlejuice.
I think you don't look uncool enough to play Evan.
I will take it.
Yeah. Which sounds really weird, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, that's not, because Ben Platt is quite a cool looking guy in theory. But,
No,
he's
he,
also,
he nerds up well.
yeah, dorky. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I would have probably, like, I would love to play Beetlejuice just as like a personal preference, but I think you do have to be a bit like bigger for that. I guess you don't technically have to be because Michael Keaton wasn't big, but they just did that with Alex Brightman. And his understudies as well. But then I've genuinely would just desperately love to be in Operation Mincemeat. Like, I'd play any character,
Never
even
watched
the
it.
ones that the women play. Like, everything is just so fun in that show.
Never watched it.
It's brilliant.
I have a question.
What's your question?
You know how I think it was you that said you two are quite similar, or you thought you would go for the same one as him, and earlier how you said you know him quite well.
Mm-hmm.
How is it being a twin, or have you ever not wanted to be a twin?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, you go first.
It's weird because other than the slight sort of invasion of privacy, in terms of just like we're always there for each other, like it's a bit annoying. Other than that, there's mostly perks. Like, obviously, it's very unique to be twins to a certain degree. I mean, it's not ridiculously unique. There's a lot more stuff out there that isn't happening. But, like, yeah, identical twins aren't far and wide. But also, I don't know. I think... Oh, all right.
Sorry.
Jesus. I think we use it to our advantage a lot of the time, whether it be, you know, because obviously we work together, we can help each other out with certain things, or one of us can do something for another person, and then because it helps that we work together because we're always usually on a similar time schedule. So it's like if he can't do something, I can do it, or if, you know, vice versa. But I don't know. It has pros and cons. We've just lived with it, so we don't know any different, basically.
To sort of start again with the answer, it's definitely something that's crossed my mind before. Like, it's something I've thought about, but also then, like Harvey sort of said, when you weigh out the pros and cons, you know, the way we work together, I am able to do so many things that he's not. He's able to do so many things that I'm not. To then be able to combine those things together is sort of more powerful than any one person can do. So it is very helpful in that way. And also, this is one of the main things I would say, is I think one of the sole reasons we are where we are today is because, and when we were younger, it was definitely a lot worse, but especially now, and there is still an element of it, we've just always been competing with each other, but not necessarily in a bad way, in a sort of, let's make sure we're being better and sort of climbing. And for a lot of people, I feel like they get to a point where it's like, well, this is my peak. I can't go any further than this. But with one of us two, if one person proves that, oh, actually, I can do this slightly better, then that makes the other one go, well, I can do it better. So it keeps going. And I think that is a really good mental advantage that we do have over a lot of people. Not everyone, because some people are so strong-minded that they just want to be better than everyone else. But because we've got direct competitors in each other, it's made us getting good at things a lot easier, if you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So the last question we've got is, how do periods work? Do you want to take this one?
No. You did this to me last
No,
time.
I pointed at her.
Oh. I had my eyes shut. And I really thought...
You just assumed that I was like, this guy.
I was like,
this is the guy right here.
Absolutely not. Tills.
Oh, no.
How much do you know about this?
A lot, which I'm not willing to share.
I hoped you'd say nothing and we could move on.
I'm not willing to share.
Oh.
You can ask your mother or auntie or grandmother or sister or science teacher for that matter.
Well, no. Instead of sharing how everything works, particularly, what advice would you potentially give to someone if they're a bit panicked by the concept or don't know how to deal with it?
Ask the 13-year-old for advice.
See, I don't know.
We are the three worst people
I am not,
for this
as a
question.
male, going to start giving people advice on how to deal with their period.
Well, some people might not even know.
I suppose the other thing to keep in mind is it is completely natural, like you were sort of explaining before, and there's nothing particularly to be worried about. I mean, it's going to cause a little bit of stress, as we've all seen with Mother.
Just throw her under the bus, why don't you?
Oh, she makes it difficult, but I respect her for it. Salute.
Do you?
No. Yes. Salutes for all the mothers out there.
And women.
And women in general. We've been Max and Harvey and Tilly signing off on the best question imaginable.
We are literally saluting periods.
Wow.